like that experience in the casting room, be more like Hello Kitty.
Which is not a real direction.
Not horrible, horrible. But there are moments where it gets me where I'm like, we have a long way to go.
Lana Condor captured our hearts as Lara Jean Covey in To All the Boys I've Loved Before. To All the Boys, P.S. I Still Love You is the sequel hitting Netflix with a potential new love interest for Lara Jean. So who will she choose? Here to answer that very question, maybe, is Lana herself. First of all, welcome.
Thank you for having me. I'm so happy to be here.
To All the Boys, P.S. I Still Love You. It's the first sequel to All the Boys I've Loved Before, and this time there's a bit of a love triangle.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you watch the first one, you know that Lara Jean's love letters were sent out.
Right.
And one of the love letters she never heard from, and that was to John Ambrose McLaren, which was a student at the Model UN. And so in the sequel, she gets that letter back and she gets a response. And then John Ambrose comes into the picture, played by the wonderful and incredibly talented Jordan Fisher.
Dear Lara Jean, I couldn't believe when I opened that letter and it was from you. It's been what, 5 years? Hi.
She is in a real relationship now with Peter Kavinsky.
Yes.
There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They're in a real relationship. They're in high school. They're trying to figure it out. And then John Ambrose comes back into her life, and she can't ignore that chemistry that they've had for a very long time.
Yeah.
There was one letter that I remember being a little more intense than the others.
It was mine, right? It was me. Okay?
These two guys, Jordan Fisher, Noah Centineo, I mean, oh, tough life.
Yeah, right? Oh, I have such a hard time showing up to work.
But getting Jordan to be a part of this movie,
Yeah.
I think, is really interesting. In the books, he's actually written as a white character.
Yeah, I mean, something that I pride myself so much with To All the Boys is that our cast in the first movie, it was so diverse on its own, right? And I think that myself and all of the filmmakers involved in the sequel, we wanted to continue to show a beautiful, colorful world that looks the same as it does out here in the real world. So when we were kind of reading with different potential John Ambroses, we went in completely colorblind casting. Like, we just wanted to see who was right, who fully embodied the role, and Jordan just was the perfect fit. I said this before, like how I knew Noah was the one when I read with him. I had that same feeling with Jordan, and it had nothing to do with the way that he looked and everything to do with how he embodied the character from the book. He brought a different vibe to the character, because a lot of the guys that I chemistry read with were trying to kind of be like Noah. And so a lot of guys were trying to do what he did because they figured, oh, it worked that time, so it must work for us.
Yeah.
And Jordan came in with a much more sensitive, friendly, kind of quirky energy that no one else brought. And he was perfect for it. And so I'm so thrilled that we were able to keep our cast so robust and beautiful.
And something that I've really appreciated is really how specific it is to show Lara Jean being half Korean.
Yeah.
How special has it been to be able to portray that?
Oh my God. It's like, I love to act, but when you have a purpose, like, it's not just, for me, storytelling, to represent and to have kind of a bigger purpose of all of this. This whole experience with To All the Boys is the young Asian American women and men, and also older, coming up to me and just saying, like, I felt seen, like, I felt heard, thank you. That has been the most fulfilling part of this whole journey.
Do you talk to Jenny Han, the author,
All the time,
and also
yeah.
EP about this?
She has been so supportive of me this whole entire time. She wants me to just be me. Lara Jean is fully steeped in her Korean culture as she is in her American culture, just like Jenny, and just like so many of us out there.
I think it's normalizing
Yes,
that as well, because
exactly.
it's not kind of pointed out specifically in that way. Like, this is Asian culture.
Yes, Asian culture, Asian girl, right.
And you recently shared this story of someone telling you to be more like Hello Kitty.
Yeah.
Which is, first of all, horrifying to hear.
Yeah.
I think it's really brave that you shared that story, because so many of us have had those kinds of stories if you're in
of course.
this kind of business.
Yeah. I've always tried to look at the world and my career and the industry with optimism, because if I don't have that, then I'm gonna wake up miserable every single day. There are moments like that experience in the casting room, be more like Hello Kitty.
Which is not a real direction.
Horrible. But there are moments where it gets me where I'm like, we have a long way to go, right? Like, no matter how positive I can look at it, it's like, there's still a lot of ignorant people out there who can only see this and will continue to want to put you in that box. And I remember, like, when she said that, I just was like, I don't know what you mean. Like, I just straight up, you kind of have to call that out.
Yeah.
And also, Hello Kitty doesn't have a mouth. One, you want me to be more like Hello Kitty, but she also doesn't have a voice. Like, that's so insulting to me. But we're making strides, and I see that. When I go into rooms now, I'm taken more seriously. However, those little blurbs remind me that there's so much more work to be done.
I'm gonna need that letter back.
I need proof that someone actually liked me in middle school.
Everyone liked you in middle school.
I didn't care about everyone.
What's your favorite part about playing Lara Jean?
My favorite part about playing Lara Jean is I like in the moments of stillness when she's listening to other people, because you kind of always know what she's thinking, because her face is so expressive that she actually doesn't need to say things to just know exactly how she's feeling. She's just transparent. She's like an open book.
Yeah.
And that's been my favorite part. And sometimes I would take it too far and like, they'd be like, Lana, you need to tone down your face. Because I just like can't help but like express. So I think that's my favorite part. And then I love being with my sisters, Janelle Parrish and Anna Cathcart. I loved when I got to work with them.
Who are so fun.
Yes, they're the best.
Especially Anna.
Oh, she's awesome, yeah.
She's such a little spitfire.
Yes, working with those two was always a great time because we really developed very much a very sisterly relationship, you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And my last question is, are you a Peter girl or a John Ambrose girl?
This question keeps me up at night.
Or Peter Ambrose?
I'm a Peter Ambrose. Like, why can't I just have both? Think in my heart, like, Peter challenges Lara Jean, and it's easy with John Ambrose, but Peter challenges her. So I'm like, I feel like it's Peter, but I'm also like, John Ambrose is probably like endgame. Like, he's like husband material.
Right? Yeah.
He's like, so I don't know.
There was a Lara Jean face right there. It's all over your face. I love it.
Know.
Lana, this was lovely. Thank you so much
Thank you
for
for
dropping
having me.
by. And you can watch To All the Boys. P.S. I Still Love You on Netflix.